So the majority of animals are already left now throughout accredited collections in the UK and Europe. The main sections I focus on were the wading and hawk birds, which are going to spread between the WWT sites across the UK, Biopark Lebensia and Copenhagen as well.
The African penguins went to Belgium, to Paradisa. The macaroni penguins went to Folly Farm.
And then our seals, they went to, well, our females, they went to a zoo in the Netherlands, and our male Carl is still here currently, awaiting transport to a new collection.
When I was told the place was closing down, obviously my first thing to do was to find homes for all the animals. So that involves me contacting all the zoos and aquariums in Britain and Europe who are registered through EASA and BIASA and through the stud bookkeepers who manage the breeding programmes to find out where the most suitable homes were for the animals that we had on site. Once I've got some suitable homes, it's contacting the curators at those zoos and aquaria and actually having a discussion as to whether the animals would be suitable to move to their collections and if indeed they had the space to take them.
So regarding the transports at any time of the year, normally you have a few timescales to process, which is a lot easier and quicker, rather than doing a mass move of everything. We're not just moving one or two individuals, we're moving groups of species together at once in the peak of summer as well, letting them with the pandemic. So a lot of preparation has to go in there, but it has to be quick and sufficient, but also make sure it's all good. And that all results from testing the animals, health checking, and then transporting and loading, and then you've got to make sure they get there safely and still in contact with the collections to make sure they arrive safely and any queries or problems they might have, to help them settle in and all that stuff.
So coronavirus has been an added extra for us. So social distancing, obviously with no visitors on site, it's not such a big problem because we don't have to consider the general public, but when you're moving animals, the staff do actually have to work very closely together. So I've had to ensure that we've all got protective equipment to wear whilst we're moving them, primarily gloves and masks, so that we're not actually transferring any viruses between people while we're doing the moves.
It's very sad. I've loved my time at Living Coast.
So obviously we were all quite devastated. I've been here for quite a long time, so I've sort of made quite good connections with a lot of the animals here and obviously our team as well. So it was really hard for us to get that news. The only sort of positive is knowing that the animals are going to good homes, good collections, and that we've had contact with those collections, so it makes it slightly easier knowing that they're going off to nice places, and just sort of making sure we spent time with them before they left.
It was really sad to see Living Coast close, but for financial and business reasons, obviously it was the only option that we had. We had a really unique collection of animals, and we also had a really unique location, so it was a beautiful place to come and visit and a unique collection of animals to see whilst here. Because of the uniqueness of the animals, we were lucky that we were able to find some really good homes for them because they're the sorts of animals that people were important in breeding programmes and people wanted to take into their collection, so that helped. It's been a challenge every day closing down the zoo, but the staff have all pulled together and worked really well as a team, and the zoos, both nationally and across Europe, have been tremendously helpful enabling us to do this work. So yeah, it's been a big team effort all round really.
For us and myself personally, it's still uncertain. Once the focus of the last animals moved on, and I worry about myself.